Now you probably can't see. Alright. Hey, y'all. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in. My name's Carol. It's going to be RC Creations again. Just never mind the name on that. I can change it next week, I think. So come on in, say hello. Let me see. Monday night we made this. Okay, we made our little strawberries, and on the back we put "You Pick," and on the front side it says fresh strawberries, 25 cents a pint. Okay. Rather than have this just sit around by itself, we're gonna make something to make a little vignette out of. Okay, so you can actually put them together and it'll be cute. So what I did was I took a piece of cardboard. I think it measures 7 by 7, and it's not real square, but it's okay because we're gonna fix it. We're gonna make a little and it's not to scale, so do not. We listen and we don't judge. It's not to scale, but we're gonna make it like a little pint tray. And then do y'all have any old Christmas lights? The old-fashioned ones? These are, hey Laura, come on in. These are like old, not vintage old, but they're 4, 5, 6, maybe 10 years old. We're going to make these strawberries, okay? We're going to make a little vignette, or a little pint tray to go with our strawberry sign to make like a little vignette, okay? So you're not just setting up a sign. You can actually make a little vignette. I don't know if any of y'all do that with your stuff, but we're gonna, okay? So come on in. I cut me a piece of cardboard. It's 7 by 7. And then I kind of folded up the sides. Because, like I said, it's not to scale, so don't laugh and don't judge. And then we'll fold up these sides, okay? And I had to go ahead and cut it to see what we're gonna do. So we're gonna cut this so that when you turn it, you can put it together. So I just took it from the corner in, and then you'll have to cut one side off. And if it's not perfect, it's fine. So we do that. Let's go ahead and get it glued together, and then we're gonna take a couple of these. They're the bigger quilting things. Fat quarter. They're extremely fat quarters, okay? So let's get this cut. And then we'll get it put together. So come on in, say hello. I don't know if you can see it. If you want to know this month's specials, hashtag special, all one word, and that'll give you the link for our specials. And if you want to see the perks, which if you join perks this month, our perks club, you will not only get the strawberries, which is the perks club, you will get 5 free transfers with your perks. So if you want to check that out, it's hashtag perks. Okay. All right. So it just looks a little wonky right now. We're going to glue it together. My boy's out there checking these cows. All right. I said it's going to look a little trashy to start with, but that's okay. So let's put some glue on it. And don't get it on you. And then we're going to make a little box. I mean, I could have gone and bought some of the little pint-sized things, but I'm like, nah, let's just make it. Let's just make it. I said, if it's not perfect, that's fine. We're going to be covering it with fabric. It's not to scale, so don't laugh. Well, you can laugh. I don't care. This is comedy hour anyway. All right, that one's going to be a little tricky, so put some glue right there. All right, so now we have our little pint-sized box. Isn't it cute? I think they're done already. So here's our little box. It's like 2.5 inches, maybe. It's 2 inches tall and it's like 3 inches square, but it's not really square, okay? Okay, hold on a minute. Gabby, you'll have to unlock this back door for him, honey. Okay. I don't know if they're coming in or not, but that's fine. All right, so we have our little box. Now, on the outside, I'm going to use this. And it kind of, sort of, halfway worked. So I'm just... Let's see how we can do this, because I fully intended on doing this part before. Before I glued it together, but I forgot. Okay, so let's start here. Find my little doofloppy. All right, so down in here, let's put some glue. And then I just want it to barely fit over the top, because we're going to put some on the inside too. Okay. Now this is where I should have done it first. All right, let me see what we got to do here. I don't want to cut it, so let's just... Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. If I cut it wrong, I'm going to screw the whole thing. Y'all have been here for that. Most people have. Oh, let's just go this way. And we'll trim where we have to trim. What? Just sit down and be good. Yeah, I know. Okay. I don't want to touch that hot glue. Alright, so this is what it's going to look like on the outside. So, let's see what we can do. I'm just going to use the whole damn thing. I'm not even going to try to figure it out while I'm on a live. So, it's going to look like a Christmas gift when we get done, okay? Maybe. Hold on. Okay, so if I do that, we're going to wing it, y'all. We're going to wing it. Gonna wing it. Okay. We're getting there, Hold on. It's the comedy hour, I'm just saying. Get a good laugh. That girl don't know what the hell she's doing. All right. So, let's flip this on inside. I'm going to put a little glue on the outside. If you've been here a hot minute, I've told you before. I'll show you how to do something, and if you can figure out how to do it easier than I'm doing it, let me know. I take constructive criticism. I love to craft, but I never said I was good at it. Okay, so that's not too bad. And then let's do this side. And then we'll tuck something down in there on the bottom. Ow, got an itch, hang on. All the rain and all the cold. Does anybody else had a tick yet? I had a tick the other night. Was not a happy camper. I don't like ticks. Alright, those aren't big enough to save. Normally I'd save it, but those aren't big enough. Alright, so let's tuck that down in there. Get us some glue on. here so we can fold it over. Oh, yeah. Awesome. It's going to work. Okay. So there's our little box. The inside looks like crap, but we're going to fix that, okay? And it doesn't have to be perfect. Glue strings. All right, now I'm going to take this one. It better not be a tick, but it itches. And then. Okay, let's see what this does. There. And we're just going to cover up the bottom. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to put our strawberries in there anyway. And I forgot to put the links on there. I do have an Amazon store, and I'll go out and put this link on there. I've got all of my fat quarters from Amazon. Okay, so I'll put that down in there. And I don't want it to come all the way up. Okay, it's just going to kind of fit down in there. So let's see what we can do with these corners again. Just going to cut diagonal. Y'all, this is trial and error. If y'all can do it better, please let me know. Because I don't know. Alright, so. Let's get that down in there. This is all to make a little vignette. I learned that fancy word from watching some other crafters. And then we'll just tuck it down in there. Get it down in the corners. Yep, I want to cut one of those off, just like I did the box. So, let's do a little adjustment. I'm thinking, y'all. It hurts to think, so bear with me. Taxes my brain just a little too much. Okay. Now I think we can commence to gluing. Okay. Get that down in there. And you could also like put some fluff in here if you want it to be fluffy. That would be totally cool. Alright, let me get it all situated here and then we'll start gluing. Alright, I think that'll work. So, a little glue there. Don't touch it. And a little glue here. It's easier said than done, y'all. We just want it just below the top. Okay. Come down here and do the same thing. I'm actually going to have to use it on my finger so I can hold it at the same time. Okay. Sorry I have to look at the top of my head, but I have to concentrate. Okay. A little dab here. Come on in, say hello when you get here. We're going to have glue strings, but we'll take care of those in the end. Okay, there's that. One more corner, and then we're done with this part. Y'all, I'm getting so excited. My retirement date is getting closer. And I can't wait. Okay, there's that. And that. Okay, I do not want it perfect. So, there's our little box. That's it on the outside, and then we've got this on the inside. Okay, now I forgot to get my yarn. So, let me run and get it. It's just out the door here. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay. I tried teaching myself to knit. I don't have the patience, or crochet. I don't have the patience for that. So, we're going to use the yarn in other ways. All right, now. Glue string. These already have like the little green tops, but they look crappy. So, we're just going to wrap yarn around it, okay? And then we'll make it look like a little, these are not strawberry leaves, but we're going to make it look like a couple of little strawberry leaves sticking out. So, let's get started. This is just some ideas on if you have like old bulbs and you don't have, these have texture. You can use just the old crappy bulbs, you know, the old ones. If you've got some that don't fit. And I've got yellow ones, we'll use as lemons. I've got blue ones, we'll use like blueberries. So it's all good. Okay. Don't touch the glue. So let's just put a little glue. We're just going to wrap it around. I'll just put a little bit of glue here and there to hold it. And I'm not pulling it tight because I want it to stay fat. I don't want to pull it tight and make it thin. Well, the top of my glue gun looks like crud. You getting the idea? Just give it a softer look than those square angles. Oh, come on. Oops. Okay. Look at that. Is that not a nasty mess? But it's okay. Because I like my glue gun. So I'm not pulling it tight. Because I don't, you know, the tighter you pull it, the thinner it's going to be. Hold on, I gotta move it over just a little bit. There we go. We'll just do the one and then I'll finish it up and then I'll show you my little idea of a vignette for the strawberries. But that way you don't just have, you know, the sign sitting there. This is our April Club Couture. So if you're just hopping on, hashtag special, all one word, no, just the one that's at the beginning. That gives y'all our specials. And hashtag perk, or perks, it has an S on it. And that will send you a link to check out if you want to join the perks or not. Club Couture and perks are two different things. All right, we're getting our hang. Okay. Come on in, say hello. Hey, Tanya. I see you. We're almost done. We've got a couple more wraps to go. Almost done, almost done. We're going to go all the way at the top and cover up all that ugly. Plus it's got wires and all the things, you know, so we're going to cover it up. Nope. Don't. This glue's hot, so it takes just a minute for it to cool off. All right. So there we just covered up the ugly plastic, made it a little small or a little softer looking. It is that glue on it, but we're going to hide that. Okay, so I have 5 of those. 5 of them total. We're not going to do them all on live because you saw how it didn't take long, but, you know, y'all don't want to watch paint dry. So, we're going to, these are done. We're going to drop those in there. And then we can set them up here. Okay. So, it'll look like this. So, hang on. Now, we're going to take this. It is not strawberry leaves, but we're going to make it look like strawberry leaves. So, let me do it with this so I don't cut my finger off. 2, 3. And we're going to cut those shorter. Okay, so I don't want them, I just want them long enough they'll stick out when I put them down in there. So let's put this one right here. Figure out what I need. My trusty little glue. And we're going to put it right there. And then we're going to take this one and put it kind of like that. It's not really going to look exactly like strawberry leaves, but that's fine. Because those really aren't strawberries, so it's fine. Alright, so let's go this way with this one. And it'll be close enough when we get done. And then this one we'll put over here. The great-grandmother and the great-granddaughter are in there. Okay, so there's our little fake strawberry leaves. We'll put that down in there. It just looks like we didn't get all of the strawberry leaves picked out when we picked our strawberries. And then we'll do another one. And once I get those lights done, they'll sit in there a little better, and I may have to put something underneath them. I don't know yet, but I want to get done. So let's do one more of these. I said they're not perfect, but it's totally fine. My kind of crafting is not perfect. Okay, hold on. Let me get this on there and not touch the glue. And then this one. These were the closest thing I could find to strawberry leaves. So we're going to go with it. Okay, make sure I got it going right. All right, and one more, and we'll be done with this. Oh, that one's a little wonky in the first place, so it's all right. It's all right. Okay, like I said, it's a little wonky. It doesn't look exactly like it, but just to glance at it, it'll be fine. And then you put this one like right here. And then I'll finish the vignette. So you'll have like this sitting in front, this sitting off to the side, and this is going to be sitting on something else. So that's really all there is to it. Make your own little box. You can go buy the little pint things, but I had cardboard. I got cardboard coming out the you-know-what. So I just made the little box. I cut it 7 by 7 square, folded up the edges 2 inches, and then that makes your middle part about 3. Mine's not perfect. And then you just glue them together. And there's your little strawberry pint with your little strawberries. So I'll finish those strawberries and get it all set up, put it on in the little vignette, little fancy word, vignette. So, in the meantime, if y'all want to do hashtag special, that will give you, they'll give you the link to all of our specials this month in April. And if you do hashtag perks, that will explain the perks club. And then there's a craft club. That's all in the specials too. But anyhow, I appreciate y'all being here. Let me get this done. And I'll take a little picture and you can see what it looks like with that little vignette. I'm sure y'all know what that is, but I just love saying it. So I appreciate y'all being here. If you want to share this out to your family and friends, I'd appreciate it. Thank y'all. I appreciate it.